guys, welcome to the Branding Box podcast. I'm your host, Milena Whitson, and I am here today with the owner of Solo's Park and Pub, Julianne Thomas. Julianne, hi. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course.
A little bit of backstory. I had approached Julianne about this podcast a year ago. And a year ago, she was super supportive. She said, yes, let's do this. And then for a year, I didn't do anything. And then I came back to you and I was like, hey, Julianne, I got my life together. Let's do this podcast. And you again were like, absolutely, come on over, let's do it. So thank you again for having us, for being our first guest.
Love to be here.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Andreas, he's behind the camera. Hey, Andreas.
Hey, guys.
He's gonna grab some footage of Solos. So if you have never been, you can see the space. It is beautiful. She has a park that wraps around the interior dining room. And if you were listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, go ahead, check out thebrandingbox.co to see all of that footage. Okay, I think the best thing that we can do is start off with a break the ice game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you some pictures of logos and some celebrities. And you're gonna tell me the very first thing that comes to mind.
Oh man, okay.
Do not edit what you say. No, I need this like super raw, like no filter. You can eat like whatever comes to mind. That's what I need.
Okay.
Okay, it's called brand association.
Okay.
Okay, so after I say it out loud, then you tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
Prestigious.
Wait, I didn't say it. Shit, Julianne! I just gave the damn disclaimer!
Okay. Oh no. I'm sorry.
Harvard University.
Prestigious.
Snoop Dogg.
My idol.
Tesla.
No gas.
No gas. Actor Matthew McConaughey.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. BP Oil.
Well, been there. Been there.
Amazon.com.
Love them and hate them.
Kmart.
Wonderful.
All right. Great work, Julianne.
Hold on, I gotta jump in here and ask you, what was the BP thing? Been there, what does that mean?
Well, my husband works in oil and gas.
Oh, okay.
So,
There it is.
yeah.
There it is.
Solos opened its doors in May of 2021 in the Chisholm Creek development. It features a human-only restaurant and bar, on-leash patio, off-leash dog park, doggy daycare, and special events throughout the year. Before we discuss further about Solos, Julianne, I want to learn a little bit more about you. So tell me about yourself. Where are you from? Are you from Oklahoma?
I am. Born and raised.
Where'd you go to school?
Bishop McGinnis.
Cute. Did you go to college here?
I did. I went to UCO. It's in Edmond. My major was PR and my minor was psychology, and then I went back online and I went through Cornell Business.
Very cool. So do you remember the moment when you first thought about the concept for Solos? Maybe not the full-blown, hey, Solos and what it looks like today, but when it was first like a little seedling in your mind.
Yeah. I was very young. I felt like I had to do the 8 to 5, which is just not in my blood.
Yeah.
And so I tried to follow those steps to do the 8 to 5, but I fell in love with restaurants. I mean, immediately when I was growing up, I just loved them. And, but I love dogs. I mean, I have not had a dog in my life since I was like 3. And so I was like, why can't there be a world where you can have all of it?
Yeah.
I mean, we need all of it. And so for a long time, it didn't exist. But then we started looking at Atlanta, Fetch. They're wonderful. Like, they're a big place. And we started doing more research. We went to Dallas. And so we started looking at Mutts. And we're like, is this a place that Oklahoma could actually, like, this could we bring this here?
Yeah.
And that's when we decided, yeah, like, we could absolutely bring this here. And so my dog Solo was still with us at the time, and we were working on the project, and he passed away when I was still working at a different job. And he was kind of the last little like kick in the ass.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And that was kind of like, hey, like I could have been here with you, sort of thing. And so he got a building named after him after
Very
that. So
cool. I love that.
Yeah.
When you so you had the concept down. When you guys started the branding process, creating the logo, creating the look and everything, what was your favorite part of the process, and how did that come together pretty quickly, or was that something that it took a couple of iterations to get to?
it took a while. Yeah. It really did, because I didn't want it to feel like this big corporate thing. I wanted it to be very local and close knit. And so it took a lot longer than, I think other places might. I don't know. But I just wanted to be close to home. Like that's Solo's head. I mean, that's him.
Is it?
And so we worked with this fabulous person. Her name was Elizabeth. And she really helped like hone in on like what we wanted the colors to look like and the design. So
Awesome. And so the architecture of this building is very unique, especially in the landscape. Oklahoma City, I don't see anything like this in Oklahoma City. I definitely don't see anything like this at Chisholm Creek, where you guys are located. The architecture, where did that inspiration come from? Did they glean from the brand, or was it the other way around? Did the architect come in first, and then the brand was like, hey, I like where the architect's going with this?
it was the architect first. So we worked with AHMM.
Okay.
And they are originally located out of England, and they now have a home in Oklahoma City, downtown. And my husband played soccer with one of the architects there, and so it was just kind of like, hey, this is what we're thinking. What do you think? Yada yada. And he was like, hey, we have this great idea of doing a building within a building. We've never done it before. What do you think? And we were like, that sounds great. Let's try it. So that's where it came from. And then we brought in the branding as well.
Okay. What was your biggest obstacle? Would you say a challenge? I think a lot of people who have the idea, hey, I want to open a restaurant, or and a unique concept. It's intimidating. Where do I get started with the build, whatever else? What was a couple of obstacles that you faced that you just were not anticipating?
I mean, it's extremely intimidating. I mean, it's going to be intimidating no matter what. It's just like getting your foot off the ground, like you have to do it. If that's your dream, do it. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you may, fall back, and that sucks. But at the same time, at least you tried, And so, obviously our biggest obstacle was COVID. Which I hope, knock on wood, that we doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
But that was ours. But I say going into like the future, like it's just like, don't just sit there and just be like, well, I don't know if it's gonna be successful. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. Like, you can't do that.
Sure.
You just can't do that. You have to try. And so ours was COVID, and we pushed forward, and we were like, sorry COVID, we're coming no matter what. And so we just had to get through everything that was thrown at us, and a lot of local restaurants were not able to. I'm grateful that we were able to. A lot of didn't, and I'm sad for that. But at least they tried.
Yeah. I love that. Well, it's beautiful because you guys have a lot of local support, I know, and there's community around here that's popping up, and with a lot of dog friendly, a lot of dog owners, and they're gonna come on over here. So it's really cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to break for a second, and I want to do this game. Okay, it's a game. It's specifically created for you because I love you that much. So let me tell you about it. It's called "Is It Suitable for Human Consumption?" I have 5 caviar spoons. Each spoon holds a morsel of food, and I need you to tell me what is dog food and what is human food. Okay. If you get 4 out of 5 correct, I have a snazzy hat for you. I'm gonna bring it over here so you can take a look at it. It's this is not my first rodeo hat. Now, if you get more than one wrong, I have still another hat for you because I am a millennial and everybody gets a trophy. And this hat is gonna read. Actually, I forgot what it says. Oh, it says this is in fact my first rodeo. So win-win either way. You're gonna have 60 seconds. I have a timer. And feel free to poke and sniff this food, but please do not taste it. Here's how we're gonna do it. What is dog food? You put in front of our doggy right here.
Okay.
What is human food? We put in front of Barbie. It's very appropriate. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start this in a second. Okay, ready? Go. What is it? She knows. I made it too easy. Hold on. Okay, wait. Oh, we don't know. It's hard. I know, well, I tried. He has only 30 seconds. You need more time. I smell like human food. You have very refined nasal.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, is this your final? 13 seconds left. That's impressive. That's really cool. You said you need more time. You don't need more time. Okay, we're gonna stop this guy. I'm going to walk you through, not the names of the dog food because I don't know them, but I can tell you that this is pate, so you got it right. This is my mom's favorite pate. In fact, I was gonna, if you put it in the dog food, I was gonna call her and be like, hey Ma, guess what? Julianne
You'd have
makes
to
your
tell
pate.
me before, and then I would just like have to leave before she got here.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh my God, that's like the best pate. This is in fact dog food. So whoever,
Okay.
you know, that's impressive. The dog food, it smells like human food. And this is Spam. You got that right. So you got 4 out of 5. So you win the hat.
Yay! I did it.
You get, it's not your first rodeo, girl.
It's
You know what
not.
you're doing.
It's not.
You know, dog food has gotten way better than what I remember. It used to be
Yeah,
like
it's
literally, it would like hold the mold of the can, like shake it out, and it'd just still be that shape. I was looking at some of the stuff and I was like, this is human food.
Yeah.
I didn't even like, I wouldn't even give it to you because I was like, this would be too difficult. I couldn't even pick this out.
Yeah.
Dude had like actual rice and chicken and stuff. So, currently, what is your happiest memory here at Solos?
It's really hard. We've got, I mean, it's just a different environment. It really is. Like it's not a normal restaurant that you go to. So it's everybody, you know, if something, you know, food takes a little bit longer or, you know, the drink's not quite right or something like that, like people are like, that's fine, we'll go play like with our dog. So I think that like an overall memory is like great because people can go out in the park. I'd say probably recently we had a regular. He's been here since like day one. And his puppy just had a litter. And we asked him to bring them up here and to give them for adoption.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, when I came to check in on this weekend, he already had 3 or 4 adopted.
Oh, cute.
So like that's just like big. That's just really big for us. Like that our family feels like they can provide other people with dogs.
Yeah.
So
Very cool. You guys do a lot of work with rescues, with shelters. That's really near and dear to your guys' heart, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you guys been doing that literally since the day you opened, or is it something that just kind of happened, you know, later on?
it wasn't since the day we opened, but it's been going on for a while. We work with Safe Haven. We love Safe Haven. We work with 405. We love 405. We're looking to bring in 2 more adoptions. We want to have them every single Saturday. You know, just not having to, you know, go somewhere to like purchase a dog. Like there's so many dogs that need homes.
Sure.
And that's what we really like to make it convenient because you can also have a burger.
Yeah.
So
Cool. How do you? I heard that you pick the names for your cocktails. It's a pretty creative way that you pick them. How do you guys go about doing that?
yes, so all of our seasonal cocktails are named after dogs.
Okay.
Um,
your guests.
guests, rangers,
Cool.
that sort of thing. They're basically, we kind of we ask around the managers like, hey, what's your vote? That sort of thing. We do a mud of the month. that's also something that we do. But Cinnamon Sugar Bobby has been here since she actually got adopted from one of our adoptions, and she's one of my rangers dogs. And the ranger saw her dog, and she was like, "This is mine. I want her. I'm taking her. Like, nobody else gets her. This is mine." So Bobby was raised here, and so that's named after her. Gia, I'm thirsty. Her name's Gia.
Cute.
And she's been coming here for a while now. She's wonderful. They're both wonderful. And that's named after her. And she's typically likes a white wine, so we tried to cater it to Gia's mom. So we try to build things that represent both of them.
Yeah.
So,
I love that you guys are incorporating your community into, I mean, your day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. I really do. I always love that you're so intentional with your community like that. Your events are amazing. Your Harry Potter event, I know, like, wrapped around the building with folks, and their dogs are dressed up and they're dressed up. I mean, it's amazing. I know you had a Taylor Swift, like an Eras, a huge event there. You guys regularly do bingo night trivia. What of all of your events? Well, actually, let me ask this. How do you guys determine, hey, this is a new event that we want to introduce? And then the second part of that is, of all the events that you guys have hosted so far, which one's your favorite?
We work with, so they were the Lost Ogle. They are now Hoot Industry. We work a lot with them. They are amazing people, and they really, we sit down, we have meetings with them, and we're just like, hey, this is working, this is not working. And so we really try to, like, figure out, like, this event, this is perfect. How do we make it even better? And so I would say that we get with them, and then my sister-in-law Jessica as well. Like, we meet together, and we just, like, does it fit for the family? Does it fit for the dogs? We need an all-encompassing type of thing. And so that's kind of how we build off of it. We just can't be afraid of change.
Sure.
So if it's not working, we got to find something that does. And so that's kind of how we create the events. So we're in the process of working on other events as well. We've got other changes that are going on in the park that are coming up as well. I would say by far right now, my favorite event, and that's hard. And it's funny because, like, I love Taylor Swift, but I'm not like a Swiftie.
Yeah.
So, like, but I love how passionate they are when they come out for that. So I would say that that's probably my favorite right now. We're doing Taylor Swift Singo. We've done trivia with her as well. So I love just, like, how passionate they are about it. And then they bring out their dogs, and then because she's a cat person.
Yeah.
And we get dogs, so it's great.
So I didn't know she was a cat person. She's a cat person.
She's a cat. I think she has like 2 or 3.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, I found this out because
Who knew?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. You might have to take a second to think about it. It's kind of like one of those that I find hard to answer right off the bat. But if you had one full day off, like truly off, like not where I'm calling him like, hey, Julianne, what'd you do today? And like you lead with, well, I stopped time at work. But your team here is like, hey, I got you covered. You go spend the time away from here. Yeah. How would you spend your time?
It's cliche to say, but like with my husband and my daughter, I would just be outside. I just love being outside, like doing something outside with them. Just exploring the world, like just getting the smells, like just encouraging, like exploring.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, taking her out.
Yeah, wherever that is. It could be a walk.
Does she walk with you? Like she follows you and stuff? She's not like wandering around?
Yeah.
Because my daughter, she'll end up in the woods.
She's like on my heels.
Oh my gosh, she's a dream child. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so
she is on my heels.
I had gone to the park the other day with Estelle, and Estelle is 2, and there was 2 deer, and they were just walking, cautiously. And then they see all these kids, and they start running. Well, Estelle's just running after the damn deer. I'm like, don't run after them. They're going to run you over. Just fearless. But the problem is she goes after what she wants. Yeah. She doesn't care if I'm nearby. She is absolutely a child that probably should be on a leash.
I
but-
wish she would be a little bit more adventurous. I really do, because I'm just like, you're fine, go do it. And she's like, no, Mama, come with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But I mean, I love exploring things with her. She loves the nature. Like she loves all of that. Like she loves being outside, and she loves animals.
Cool.
And so like I'm just like, yeah, go pet a lion. No, I wouldn't say that, but
Be free.
yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay, guys, we are going to bring out the branding box right now, and we're going to have Julianne go over the items that are inside of it. We sent Julianne. We sent Julianne home with some homework. We sent her home with this glass branding box, and we said, Julianne, fill it with 2 to 5 items that best describe the Solos brand. So here it is. It looks beautiful. Okay, we have this guy. What's this?
This is a time capsule. So when our first day, our first minute that we opened, we pulled, I'm not sure what you call it actually, but it started the clock and how many days that we've been open. And my husband actually gifted it to me to congratulate Solos. So this has been running for the amount of time that we have been open. We keep it in a very safe place. And yeah, it represents like all of our hard work and all the days that we've been doing it.
I love that. That's so clever. I didn't even know they make these things, but that's really neat. Okay, let's see. Next we have this guy right here. Beautiful picture. I love this.
So there's a lot going on in here. Okay, so this is my daughter, Redding, and she is hugging one of our patron dogs here. His name is Cow, and this is Kaylin. And Kaylin has been with us as a ranger for a really, really long time. That's something that we are very excited about with our, we have people that have really committed their time to us. So it's really a great thing to feel supported by our staff as well, that they love being here. And so we're very close-knit, we're very family-oriented.
It feels like it. Every time I come in here, everybody's super sweet. They really make you feel like, you belong here, even if you've never been here before.
Yeah.
Which is a really unique thing to have inside of a restaurant space. We have this orange tissue in here that your daughter insisted that we put,
Yes.
which I love that her touch is in here. So here it is, Redding. We added the tissue.
Yes.
We made sure that that was in place. And then last but not least, we have another photo. And this is a photo of your husband
Yes.
with 4 pups. And it says, will you marry me? Will you marry us? They're each carrying a placard around their necks.
Yes.
So this is
part of how he proposed, just because he knows, he's also the same, but how important dogs are to us. And he knew that this was the best way to do it, and that it would and this is Solo right here, who passed away, but that's him in all of his glory. So we now have another one that is pretty much close mimic to Solo. His name is Ember, but this is how my husband proposed to us. And so it's just I think a big symbol in how, our dogs are family, period.
yeah. How did you meet Solo? Did you and your husband both find Solo, or?
So he did.
Okay.
He found him on Facebook. He was basically given up on Facebook, and my husband just kind of fell in love with him and was just kind of I need this dog.
Yeah.
And he just took him.
I love that. I love how much you love them. Clearly your pups mean the world to you, your guests mean the world to you. And you make a very concerted effort to have people around you that feel good, that make you feel warm and cozy, and that is a great reflection of you as a person. Thank you so much for being here, Julianne. I so appreciate it. I appreciate you being our first guest. That's a big thing,
It's huge.
I couldn't have done this without you. To learn more about Solos and their upcoming events, please visit solosparkandpub.com. And if you're listening to us on iTunes or Spotify and you would like to see this footage, visit us at thebrandingbox.co. Until next time, thanks guys.